Hello and welcome to episode 1 of the reboot of Transformers trading card game Cityspeakers. My name is Kev, as always, your main host, joined this time with
Matt.
Hello, Matt. And as a special update, this is the reboot. Going forward, we will have a third co-host, and his name is...
Hi, I am Marc, also known as L Scarscream, if you may have seen me on the YouTube.
Yes, excellent. We thought it would be a good idea to combine the local content creators. I use the term content creators very loosely. However, L Starscream has been doing very well recently. We thought it'd be a good idea to just combine, as it were. Bit late, obviously, Wave 2 is now over. But combined we are, and here we are. So, gentlemen, how are you feeling? It has been a long weekend of cards.
It has indeed. It's been
very blue.
So
very
much blue.
I think this set just buffed blue in general. But yeah, it's been fun. The release event was fun. Finally getting our hands on the new cards after looking at all the spoilers for however many weeks and having our brains going around and trying to figure out what we want to do.
Yes, the cards are actually real now. They're real cards.
I can touch them. They exist.
Yeah, they're very pretty. I don't know what it is. It's between the art style and the foiling. Just makes the foil that they already had that was pretty cool. It's made
the
feel even better
well.
now. Yeah, it's a mixture of the siege design work and the foiling. It's made a real standout.
Oranges and yeah, I like it.
Yeah, every card seems to just pop out at you. It's very nice to look at.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we've both myself, Matt, and Kev from our respective towns have just run sealed events this weekend. Kev was kind enough to come join us in Brighton. Unfortunately, neither of us could make it out to Southampton for today's event. But regardless, I think we all had good fun.
Yeah.
Fun was had.
Sorry?
Fun was definitely had.
Fun was had. Good. there were times like I was playing. After I'd opened my sealed pool, I looked at it and thought, "Oh, this is pretty good." You know, I got General Prime, and I got Chromia, and I got a couple of the MicroMasters as usual. I ran with Detour in the end, but I had Flak as another option. And I looked at the battle card pool and I was like, "Wow, this is very blue." Like I'd looked at a lot of the spoilers as they'd come through, and I'd read them, and I'd kind of looked at them there and then, and thought, this would be good here and there, but I'd not really let it sink in. And then when I'd opened all these packs, I was like, "Wow, I've got 3 orange pips." Like, this is a very blue deck.
I'm just looking at my pool of cards now as well, and I only had 6.
Yeah,
6 orange.
I think that's top end for the orange there, mate.
They were some slow games. It was very tough. Like, it was thankful that the black pip was a thing. Really, like, I don't know how much damage would ever have been done if there weren't any black.
Yeah. The format seems to be about consistent packets of damage. Which is, enhanced by the black pips there. The Pierce is very, very relevant.
Which is, I think, why people like Ion Storm, they're the kind of characters you want to see, right? Just big numbers.
And he's good because he's debilitating crystal, right, on a stick.
Well, yeah, that too, yeah.
You bounce back their armor.
Yes.
And you can do your strength 7 and do your damage, you know.
Yeah.
He also gets rid of their
kills the Battle Masters.
Yes. Yeah. That was I can imagine that's painful for some. Sorry, Lionizer.
Well, I think Lionizer deserves it. It's fine.
Yeah.
No, certainly,
thankfully, he doesn't work that great in this format.
No.
Certainly, yesterday, all of my games went to time.
I think all of mine did except for one.
I recall.
I think it was just me. When I played you, we didn't go to time, right?
No, you soundly crushed me quick enough.
I can't remember if I... No, I don't think me and Siobhan went to time, but it was close. We had a long game.
Yeah, I played Siobhan went to time in the final round, and yeah, it was brutal. It's like I could sit there all I want, for, all day, just sitting there. Yeah, tough 2 across the board. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
flip prime. Yeah, I'm tough 2. I'm swinging for 6. Bold 1. I've got I had a couple of fuel cash. I was like, yeah, I
Oh
can
yeah, you
hit
had,
those
you had
oranges.
a pair of them. I remember. Yeah.
I had the pair of fuel caches. Yeah,
Yeah, that was
and
nice.
they occasionally did work.
Yeah, you got it to trigger against me.
Yeah. And I got it to go in the first game. I don't think I got it to go in the second 2 though.
Right.
But yeah, full loadout and Hound. Like he was scary.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I
Siobhan
got
had that.
definitely
Nice.
like
Yeah.
that.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Siobhan wrecked my times. Yeah.
Yeah. Trust me. She would have wrecked me too if I didn't have the boys and 2 medics in my team. Like
Yeah.
I pulled the cars, runabout and run amok. So I ran those guys with blowpipe as my third. So I was just flipping those, one of them each turn, basically, getting the heals from them, and then I had 2 copies of medic, and yeah, in a 25 card deck, I was just seeing them so quickly. I think I played in one of the rounds against Siobhan. I played medic 4 times.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Ouch.
So combined with the flips, I think I healed for about 10.
Yeah, I really struggled to kill any one of those 2 cars versus you. And when I was remotely close, you were able to heal them back up enough that I wasn't able to finish him off. And I was like, wow, this is. At that point, my heart sank. I was like, I'm out now. this is me gone.
And I was lucky I had a force field as well, and one of the emergency force fields, like the gamble one, where like if it's an even amount, you take nothing.
Okay, yeah.
So I had healing
that's
and I had
gamble.
force fields. And it was just like, okay, yeah. I should not have survived as long as I did. Let's put it that way.
I mean, that coupled with your inherent heal from your flip, you're just, because you're only dealing 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're doing 3 or 4 damage and attack, and then the next turn I'm healing 1 to 3 of it.
Yeah, that is solid right there, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, to the surprise of no one, runabout and run amok in the same sealed pool are quite good.
Yes.
They very much appear to be the Dreadwing of this set.
Yeah.
In fact, because it's not just the healing. I mean, that's amazing, but the free card as well.
Yeah, the free card is great.
Keeps it so consistent.
Yeah.
2 things that will win a sealed game: card draw and health gen.
My battle card pool was really good, if I'm honest. Like I got 2 of the RR Disruptor Blade, like the black 3+3 weapon, and I got 1 of the laser cutlasses, the blue +1 PS3.
Oh, that's
great. Well, not great on the cars, but you had blowpipe.
I had blowpipe, so I had the 1 cutlass for blowpipe, and I had the 2 Disruptor Blades for the cars. And I had a lot of other black in there, so a lot of the times I wasn't scrapping it, which was really nice.
Yeah, that's good. That is good. Yeah, my pool was not good. I ended up with 1 half of the run amok cars. I think it was run amok. Yeah, he's 13 health. He's solid, and he does heal 1.
Yeah, even from himself. Yeah, it's good.
At least he does something.
It does something. That left me with RC, who is pretty solid in sealed. She doesn't require anything too crazy to get online. It's just play a weapon. You're going to have a weapon.
Yeah.
Nice. And the private nightstick weapon.
Oh yeah.
Battlemaster.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So
he's the Black Pip one, right?
Yeah, he's the Black Pip one.
Yeah.
Not the best, but certainly, I mean, not.
It did stuff.
It did stuff. I think I triggered him 5 times on the day, so he did all right.
Nice.
Okay.
Because I think I had 7 or 8 blacks, so it wasn't too bad. I was at 3 whites and I think 3 oranges. So it was very much black and blue for me. And just the idea there behind it was run amok's a big body. RC bold one, tough one. Maybe she sticks around. Yeah, unfortunately, my rare pools for the battle cards, I think I had 4 dead. And I think I had a laser cutlass myself. Everything else was junk. I couldn't use. So yeah, could have used a bit more help there yesterday, but all right. I think I went 2-2 in the end. Yeah, 2-2.
Yeah, that's better than I did. I ended up going 1-3.
I'm just looking back at the picture of my deck now, and like, yeah, I got really lucky with my battle cards. I got 2 of a lot of things. Yeah. I'm just looking at it now. I had 2 bolsters, I had 2 hiding spots, 2 medics, 2 pep talks, 2 rock toss.
Oh man, the hiding spots.
2 disruptor.
They
were
what
the
so
hiding
so
spot was so good. It's just like, I'll attack him with this guy with blowpipe, and the second guy attack with one of the cards, play secret action, and they're like, I'll go for one of the cards. It's like, nope, you'll go at blowpipe, thanks.
Yeah.
And then he dies, and it just goes on the car, and then the next turn you attack with the car with the blowpipe on.
I get to hit you with that car that you wanted to try and kill.
Yeah,
it's solid. Solid. Yeah, I mean, good pull for yourself there. Consistent play all day. Yeah, very well fought win.
Did either of you get to play around with any of the MicroMasters?
Not
no.
yesterday.
No. So I had Detour in my deck yesterday. It was fine. Like, scrapping to draw 2 cards. It does stuff. It's useful. And it not taking up my pep talk action, as it were.
Yeah.
It was that extra bit of consistency to get a piece that I might have been looking for.
Yeah.
On occasion.
Yeah.
The downside to him was that he was just defense 0, so he became quite vulnerable when doing that.
Yeah.
Thankfully, in Prime and the amount of blue armors that I had, like all the tough armors, he was regularly. I could put him at tough 2 if I really wanted to, and it meant that he could survive at maybe another round. But that's not really here or there. I don't think he was great in that format, or at least in that build or in that deck.
I don't know.
But who I did see,
he feels like he'd be alright.
Go on.
I think.
Yeah, I think he's fine. Like I think he'll be much
he's
better.
Just got a bit of
maybe
everything,
constructed
right?
build. Sorry, what? Who's got everything?
He's just got like one. You talking about Prime? He's just got a bit of everything.
Prime's fine. Yeah, it's Detour. Sorry.
Detour. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about Detour in that format. Prime's fine.
Yeah,
Prime's great. Even
he's literally just got really everything. Fun. He's got numbers. He's got a bit of bold, a bit of tough, a bit of focus, a bit of everything.
I think the MicroMaster I saw really do some work yesterday was Roadhugger.
Yes, he's really good.
Being able to boost for 3 out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Just really good. Like being able to do that on opening turn as well.
Ed was using him, right?
Edward, yeah, you had him in the final, right?
Yeah, in the final round, yeah, he was using him. Yeah, he was an issue.
Yeah, with Hound as well.
Yes, he was using Hound, Roadhugger,
that's some scary attacks.
And who's the third one?
Prime. I believe he had Prime.
Was it Prime?
It
was Prime. Yes, it was
the beginning of the day.
It was Prime because I remember he put an energy pack on him, and I was so mad because he was at 11 damage already, and then he was like, "Oh, I'll put an energy pack on him." I was like, "No."
I pulled Roadhugger today. He is very good.
Yeah, he seems fun.
Yeah, that +3 I think is gonna see
in the sealed format. I think he's probably the best. Purely because every good blue pip card that you have in your deck has a green pip on it.
Mm-hmm.
So you can consistently see a blue pip to trigger him when you need to.
Yeah, that's true.
He does a lot of work because in the sealed format, it is all about consistent levels of damage. The consistent +3 buff.
Yeah.
On every second attack you've got is great, especially if you've got someone with a high base attack already.
Yeah.
You just push that through, and just try and get there. Yeah,
it's really good, and that's what I was saying. Like I think being able to do that on your opening turn as well.
Yeah, it gives you options.
Like when you and like we were saying earlier, like you initially put out like maybe 4 or 5 damage, that can now be up to 8 damage.
Yeah.
That might actually kill a character on your
Mhm.
opening swing.
Yep.
Especially
Like,
if they're
that's huge.
playing Battle Masters or something.
Yeah.
Like, because
I
you
mean,
can't go.
it-
You obviously can't go to the
yeah.
Micro Masters because you got stealth. But
They'll have stealth, yeah.
yeah,
yeah,
if they got a
fun.
Micro Master, you can just take them out. It's nice.
I think I will try and play with some more Micromasters. I was really unsure about them, and I
Yeah.
still am unsure as a whole, but having played them, I
Yeah.
see some space.
I can see
And I-
Roadhugger working with somebody like Thundercracker, where you're already like
Yeah.
you're just playing loads of actions, buffing up
Pump,
Thundercracker,
pump, pump. I'll have
and
another
then you
3,
just
please.
yeah, level 3 at the end. Yeah, why not?
Nice. That's a... Is he 4 or 5 stars as well?
He's 5
He's 5, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
13 points for Thundercracker. That seems fine.
with 2 Leap of Faiths. Take it to 15, add a 10-star, and you call it a day.
I'm not sure I'd go that far.
No, I mean add a 10-star character.
Yeah, no, yeah. That... Oh, right, okay, yeah, so, yeah, Roadhugger, 10-star, and...
2 Leap of
Thundercracker,
Faiths.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I completely forgot that Roadhugger was actually a character.
Yeah.
No, he's just a +3 buff.
No, he's
just a leap into battle.
Yes,
He is Leap into Battle. That's his new name.
he is leap into battle.
on-demand leap into battle. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you said you're going to try stuff with the Micromasters, maybe. What
Yeah, I
other
think I'm
stuff
going
are
to
you
try
looking
something.
at?
So I've been excited by a lot of the new toys that have come out. So
Right.
Shockwave, Ultra Magnus,
Yep.
the Firecons, and such. But so is the most of the Brighton group. So
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna try and be a bit weird to begin
that's
with, and
fair.
try and steer clear of what everyone else wants to play at the moment.
Yeah.
And now to try and fit in the middle somewhere. And no one's really talking about Magnus, so I'm gonna probably try something with him.
Mainly because I don't think anyone has him yet. But
I think James pulled him.
oh, did he? Nice.
Yeah, he got him day 1. Yeah,
I've got 3 of his armor, but I don't have him.
yeah, that's currently my problem too. Is
Yeah.
that I need to acquire him. I have everyone but.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
but
I think
I think I've sourced one.
Magnus is
Okay.
intriguing purely because if you're running the his armor, that's 14 stars.
Yeah.
Which doesn't give you much to work with. So I think the intriguing part is finding out what is the best value with your remaining star count.
Yeah, I saw someone on the main group today post up the thing that the constructed thing that they'd built
Yeah.
and played, and it it consisted of Top Shot, so Micromaster, who's a leader. Ultra Magnus is a leader. Matrix of
Ooh.
Leadership is dual
Ooh.
pip,
Yes, it is. Yeah.
and so that will help towards his ability, and so that's double Matrix. You've got Magnus armor. You've got Mining Pick to set up your other dual pips that you're probably going to be wanting to be running, and or white, so that you can get his trigger off.
Yeah.
And so you can swing with Magnus for like 14 or
wait.
so.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at Magnus now, and I haven't really looked at him that much because he's an Autobot.
Like he's a sick.
and I
he's
don't
a
play
sixth
Autobots
base, right?
really, so. But yeah, 6 base, 17 health. That's
Yeah, it's the 17 health and brave I think that really does it for me.
yeah.
So it would make me consider
And his ability, I didn't
playing him without the armor.
I forgot what his ability is. His triggers. It's just Metroplex, except for the tap down. You just do one.
Yeah,
damage
it's
to
one of each
so-
rather than
yeah,
two
yeah,
of each,
But
and it's one
I think-
to everyone, including
yeah,
yourself.
I think that's
fine.
good though. I think that's still good. Yeah,
Yeah.
he looks interesting. But so,
It-
what would you be thinking? Would you be thinking aggro, or would you be going more blue? Because obviously you got to split it a bit, right? But
because of the brave, I feel like blue, but
Right.
because he's got so much health,
yeah,
you might be able to get away with going more aggressive, and maybe
Yeah.
it does end up being quite mixed.
yeah. I don't know.
Like where with this new set and saying how blue it is, and if that is the way that the game goes again and goes to that blue side of things,
Yeah,
then attack values aren't going to be particularly high. So
Yeah.
generally speaking,
Yeah.
so you might be able to benefit from playing more of a multi-pip deck.
Yep.
And like he's still hitting consistently at like he's like I say, he's base 6 before upgrades and other things.
And if you're
and then
if you're getting his trigger, it's 8.
you get his trigger, it's essentially 8.
What does his armor give him? +2?
It gives him +2/+2, yeah.
So that's 10.
So it makes him armor 3 and then 10, yeah. And that's armor, so
yeah.
If I find him a weapon.
Exactly, yeah.
And so yeah, he can hit for big damage. And then you roll out and go become brave again.
Yeah.
If you're running mixed, do you go for the full caches?
The fuel cache. Yeah.
Fuel cache. Maybe it's possible, but that's more stars.
Yeah, it's more stars.
I mean, maybe I'd play those if over the armor. I wouldn't use it as well.
Well, I mean, you only need 1 copy of the armor, really, right? So that's
potentially
14 stars.
I think that the 1 armor and like the presence of bashing shield would just frustrate the hell out of me.
Yeah, true.
And then having to find it again, like I've just paid for that, and that's just now 2 stars that I'm.
If you're playing 2 or 3 copies, then
it's just really expensive.
So many stars.
Yeah, it's going to be a hard balance to fight.
It is a hard balance.
But I'll give it a go. How about you guys? Where are you at with decks for the set?
I'll let you go first, Kevin.
Okay, so the first thing I did upon cracking my box was have a quick overview to see if there were anything put in Hot Wheels. On first view, there is nothing that I could put in Hot Wheels.
No.
Cars don't seem to have been given any new good cards, which I'm okay with because
do they need any more cards?
They don't really need any more cards. All right, they may have got some sideboard cards.
Yeah,
I think they've got a few sideboards.
Yeah, there's a lot of good sideboard cards in the set. I like it. So that's my favorite deck. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. That doesn't get anything good. That can just stay as it is.
Yeah.
I then looked at my 3-wide prime list and made some changes to do with that. Just updating it, putting in some black pips, swapping out Skydive for aimless. See what happens. See if it's worth it. We'll see. It'll be something to test every now and then until the meta settles a bit.
Aimless is an interesting one, I think, to me, because he seems really good, but he just doesn't die quick enough, like because of his tough 3.
But nor does Prime. Prime loves the late game.
Yeah, true.
I think you just want him as a body because he doesn't die, but he will do 2 or 3 damage every attack.
Yeah,
that's fine. And you've got some burn stuff in there, you know.
Yeah, true.
And then I was like, right, okay, what can I build to just have fun with? I pulled a Leonizer. I put together Wheeljack Prowl Leonizer as an all orange deck with 3 start your engines just to see how funny it was. And that's my take a bit of a break, don't need to think deck right now.
Yeah, sure.
I cracked the super rare Megatron, so I'm fiddling about with him.
Nice.
I built him with tanks, and I tested it today, and I don't think that's the way to go. He doesn't have any inherent synergy with tanks, and Demolisher and Warpath were just dying too fast today, so I think I'll have to look at that. My other deck at the moment is I've named it Megatron Musashi. Because the concept is Musashi was the Japanese swordsman who originated a dual-handed style.
Yep.
I'm playing Living Weapon. I'm playing Living Weapon with 2 battle masks.
Nice, I like it. Dual wielding.
I'm just seeing if dual wielding 2 big sticks is good.
I like it.
It sounds like a janky idea. In theory, it's probably bad, but it looks like something I can have fun with. So I'm playing Aimless again, and the 5-star one, the one that gets plus X attack on attack for each different color you flip.
Oh, blowpipe.
Yeah, blowpipe.
Yeah,
So
the one I used. Yeah.
So the idea being is you sacrifice your battle masters, either through having them die or using callous leadership.
Oh
So
yeah.
if they've gone
Okay.
first,
Yeah,
dealt
nice.
5 damage to Megs, you're like, okay, we'll just move that. That's
Yeah,
fine.
I like that.
That's
That's
kill a
pretty
guy.
much the best use for that card, I think.
Yep, slap him on, and then see what happens. I tested it earlier. Unfortunately, I tested it against a Hot Wheels deck that was running triple pressing the advantage,
Oh
triple
no.
enhancement batons.
Triple
But
press. That's
I just fell over. There's nothing I could do.
complete
I was like,
overkill. 3 press.
it was pretty
And
sad
3
times for
batons.
me.
That guy is prepared for siege. So
Yeah, Jesus.
there's so many battle masters. I need all the batons.
So I'm gonna keep testing it. I think what I need to do. I'm not currently running many orange pips. I think I'm at 3 at the moment. And what I want to do is change some black pips into orange black, so
Yeah.
that I've got a
Okay.
third, like the 4th color, 5th
Yeah,
color
nice.
to flip
Yeah.
on the random
Blowpipe.
Blowpipe, yeah.
black.
Yeah, he's.
Um,
It's easier to do that
also-
than you. I think you'll expect because Seals was different, but I was getting +4 pretty often.
Yeah.
Just
As
with,
an
like you
alternative,
flip a white green and you flip a blue black. There you go. You sorted.
Yep. So
as
that's
an
what
alternative, and if you do want to play with tanks some more, have a look at Flak.
Oh yeah.
So Flak will allow you to play more upgrades.
Mm.
Oh, that's a
He
good
will.
shout,
He
actually.
will.
Good shout.
So yeah, you can double up. I mean, it will mean that in that build you'll probably end up losing one of your battle masters, but
Oh.
it does play you more upgrades, and weapons are still a thing, normal weapons.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
But
it's
dual wielding battle masters. Come on.
It
And
does
if you-
sound like fun.
yeah, no, yeah, absolutely, yeah,
That's
go
true.
for it.
But yeah, I don't think aimless will ever trigger, but he's a static attack buff, so you're still
Yes,
hitting for
he
like
is that.
Yeah.
9. You're still hitting
Still
for like
adds
9,
3, right? Or is it 2?
2, I think. Yeah, 2. So you're just like, all right, cool. We'll see what happens.
No, he's +3.
But yeah, so that's my
+3.
total.
I think they're all
amazing.
pretty much plus what their attack is, right?
Yeah, that's my jank deck at the moment.
Ah,
It
okay,
needs,
yeah, figured that.
it needs a few more cards. Like I've only got 1 at the moment, but that'll be 3.
Cool.
But yeah, that's my jank list at the moment. I haven't built anything with 3-way 3 characters yet. I'll get around to it.
Cool. Well, me,
And that leaves you,
yeah, me. Okay, well, I pulled a King Starscream towards the very end of Wave 2. I finally got one. So the first thing I did when I got my Wave 3 box was I updated that deck. Which my build is slightly different to what I've seen other people do with King Starscream. They've been mainly doing the Drag Strip and Flame War team, right? Whereas I've gone for more planes because why not? So I've taken the 2 best bits out of Superion, also known as Fireflight and Skydive, and chucked them with Starscream. And then basically,
and that's been really strong.
yeah, it's been pretty strong. Skydive and Fireflight, I think, are a really good backup team for any blue deck. Basically, if you've got one big character you want to protect, those 2 guys are going to do it for you. So yeah, I updated that deck with 3 extra padding because that's just great. It's blue and it's green and it's tough. Like what more could you ask for?
If you can get 2 padding out, I think it's going to be a nuisance for people.
Yes. Yeah,
Like,
it's
they're
really
going to
good.
really have to try hard to get the armors off. Like
Yeah,
without.
I mean,
using things like
Skydive's already
device
got tough
virus and
2,
stuff.
so you don't need to put all 3 of them on him. You just need to get 1 on him. And yeah, it's the fact you can spread it but still play them all in 1 turn is great.
It's really good.
So yeah, we put 3 of those in, and we put in 3 Laser Cutlass, the new like Energon axe for small guys, basically.
Yeah, it's a good card. That.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very good.
And that's it. So that was that deck done, basically. Just 2 new cards for that deck. And then apart from that, I've just been playing around with Runabout and Runamuck because they're just really fun. Even before playing them in sealed, I was like, yeah, these guys seem fun. But it's been trying to decide the third member of the team. That's what I've been trying to do today and yesterday after I got home from the event. And I think I'm going to go with Dead End because from playing them in sealed, teaming them with someone who doesn't want to flip, I think that's the best way to go. And he seems like the best option for a blue style deck because he's got the tough, so you can just send him in turn 1 and then go from there. Pretty much flip the guys, let them do their thing, heal, flip loads of blues, try and survive, and then just do pierce damage on the way back. So that deck has got the most wave 3 that I've been messing around with. And other than that, the other deck that I've been doing is an updated version of wave 3. Well, it's called wave 3 burn now, but the blue burn deck that Jimmy from Transformers TCG deck techs, shout out to him on YouTube. He put out a deck tech for wave 2. It was Skywarp, Dead End, and Flame War, I believe, at the time. And this time around, I've swapped out Skywarp for Needlenose because they essentially do the same thing, but he's less stars. You're just flipping to get back lightning bolts. And on his other side, you get an extra damage when you play lightning bolt. Seems nice. And then I've just taken the support team, which I just mentioned, the 2 planes, and added them in. So it's more planes. I think you can see the theme here.
I sense a theme with you.
I like planes. So yeah, Fireflight, Skydive, Needlenose. That's that team. And the idea is to equip Fireflight and Skydive with anticipation engines, send them in, stack the deck if you can with Datapad or something like that, and just play as much direct damage as you can in a turn. I did some sequencing earlier and I played Lightning Bolt twice in a turn. Play it, then you flip to get another one back that's already in your scrap. Then you attack with an anticipation engine and a Datapad on somebody, draw a card, put the bolt you just got back on top of your deck, play it, and then do your flips.
That's pretty good. That's 8 free damage.
Yeah. Seems pretty nice.
Yikes.
So that's what I'm going to be playing around with, I think, on Wednesday, when I come down on Wednesday.
I look forward to that.
Anticipation engine. That is nice. That is
some spicy tech.
That is spice right there.
That and Datapad, because Datapad's a utility, so you just get to, because you can do them in the order you want to, right? So you attack, you trigger the Datapad first, you draw. If it's a nice action, you put it back on top. Or if you've got one in your hand, you put it back on top. And then you trigger the anticipation engine and go from there. Nice. If you get a leap of faith as well, if you flip a leap of faith on your anticipation engine, ooh.
That was sort of similar to what I ended up doing with Prime and the metal detector.
Yeah, that's the
kind of far less consistency.
Yeah, definitely.
He's got focus, and so I was like, okay, so I can focus, check see if it's an upgrade, or if it's not an orange or white, and scrap it, and then just hope that I flip into an upgrade. Because I think I was running like more upgrades than actions in that deck, so it was it was quite fun. So it was just like, as I was attacking, layering up my my defensive wall. Yeah,
and because this team's got so few stars, you're running 7 star cards. You're still 3 wide, but you're only 18 stars. So I've got 3 bolts, 2 leap of faiths, and 2 EMP wave. The new double blue one. I'm trying that out because
and you're trying that for the double blues, right?
A, for the double blues, and B, because I'm running Fireflight. And Needlenose, none of them are really doing that much damage when they're attacking. So I don't really care about losing their attacks.
To force them to go back onto Fireflight again.
Yeah, you just force them to tap out and then go into Fireflight on the way back. So I'm trying that out to see how effective that is, but I think it's got potential. So
yeah, I mean they are a troublesome duo to deal with. Skydive and Fireflight.
Yeah.
And I think
they're so cheap. They're so cheap.
That combination certainly accentuates their their strength.
Yeah,
So yeah, that'd be interesting. I look forward to seeing that on Wednesday.
yeah. I
Yeah,
think.
that sounds fun.
I
Are
mean,
you going to be recording any of your games that night?
I don't know. We might record on Wednesday. But if not, maybe on Friday, because I've been recording on Fridays at my house as well. So
Yeah, so that's a part of why we've decided to kind of join forces with Skarsgård, because he's local to the Brighton community and has recently been doing some recordings on his own channel.
Yeah.
But it kind of felt like it made sense that we all just kind of
just
did it
merge
together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
rather than having like ourselves, myself and Kev doing our thing,
Yeah.
and then Marc doing his, it made sense that if we join up,
Yeah.
we kind of solidifies the community a lot better.
Yeah, I think it's just like
rather than having multiple separate groups.
just having us all under the
always-
same name as like a collective, right?
Yeah, it also means that we can now do multiple things, right? So yourself that can do the videos, all
Yep.
be under the same name. Be
Mhm.
be ourselves doing doing the podcasts. We can now think about doing like other media as well. So
Yeah.
we've spoken about doing like articles,
Yeah.
and just taking it to a
Just like more
like
deck techs, stuff like that.
yeah, we'll just broaden the horizons a little bit.
Because yeah,
whenever we've got some time.
yeah, because there's a lot of like content out there for this game already, but a lot of it is skewed towards the US because that's
and that's
where the
exactly
majority of
what
the players are, right?
Yeah, that's what me and Kev kind of started out with. It was we wanted to kind of show like this is what's kind of happening in the UK.
Yeah,
I think
exactly. Yeah.
like our group and what happens out in Southampton is like two good petri dishes of a community to kind of show like look, this is what's happening.
Like the South Coast community.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've travelled to Bristol as well a few times. They've got a good sized player group as well. Which is
Yeah, I
nice.
saw their release event. It looked pretty
Yeah, it
sizable,
looked like they had a
which is
good
nice.
turnout. Yeah.
Did very well. So it's nice to see. Yeah, it's just to say that the UK is not competitively hollow.
Yeah, and the game is
Listen,
popular here. You know.
If Wizards could throw us a bone,
Yeah, don't forget about us.
that would be nice.
We want some Comic-Con exclusives too, please.
I just want to give me a 15K tournament. Like Origins and Gen Con have one. I'd suggest
we have a Comic-Con. It's in London. It's called MCM. Like hint.
Yeah, I mean we had
we had
Games
TF
Expo
Nation
not
as
too
well.
long ago. That would have been great, but we'll see what happens next year.
Yeah.
For Expo wise.
Yeah, we'll keep our fingers
We've
crossed.
got,
I'm just teasing.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, but there's TF Nation's happening in August. That's potential. And I think someone is kind of in the works for doing something there. How official that'll end up being, we don't know. But there's something I think happening, whether it's sanctioned or not, by Wizards. And then I can't think what else is out here, like UK wise. I think you've got MCM is like
there's two, right? There's one in London and the one in Birmingham. So
sure, okay,
yeah.
So yeah, there's options there. So yeah, anything like that would be cool. Like if we can get some like convention size events, that'd be great.
Yeah,
I think that
there's also like
help.
the London Anime Con as well, which is separate to MCM. Which there's plenty of conventions and stuff here which could get things going. We just need to.
Yeah.
I don't know how we get that ball rolling. Whether we have to do it from our end or we have to just pass to them to do it from their end or what. But
I think we just got to show how good it is.
Yeah,
in the UK, and they'll slowly get stuff going.
They've been hands-on with their active part of like the Facebook groups and stuff. They're all Wizards reps. They're always on hand.
It's very refreshing.
Yeah, I can't fault them for that at all. It's been really nice to see.
I very much appreciate their communication.
Well, yeah, definitely.
Nice, considering
I played Magic for 10 years before this, and it was never like that when I used to play. So
yeah, I think from day one, they said even like about organized play, like they weren't sure about how they were going to do it.
Yeah,
and they wanted to make sure that whatever they did was going to be right. Yeah. So everything they do, they're waiting. They want to see that it's going to be worth it.
Yeah,
right. because they're a business at the end of the day.
Of course,
they
yeah.
want to make sure that it's going to work for them and work for the player base as well. Because like you get different pools of player base. Like when it first started, there were, and I guess it's still the same. Like there are pools of people that really want to play at a real casual level, kitchen table, turbo style, and then there's the other side that want to take it to a competitive level, that want to play in tournaments. They want to win loads of prizes, and they want to play people from across the country and stuff.
Yeah.
Not everyone wants to travel.
No, yeah.
And I think that's also a thing that needs to be managed somehow.
Definitely.
And that's why you get the in-store events, and that's nice that we're now seeing those promo kits. Looking forward to running them soon.
Yes, definitely.
But yeah, from the competitive side, really want to see some convention-sized stuff. And I'm sure, like we saw from the Origins recaps, there were some more casual stuff going on there as well. So like, I think they were running like turbo draft.
And I remember them saying that
as well, so.
They were teaching people the game and they were entering and then qualifying literally
In
the day
the
after
main
they'd
event.
been taught the game. So it just goes to show how, like, not necessarily how easy the game is, but how accessible the game is.
Simple. Like it's the actual accessibility of the game is. Yeah.
Like the setup of the game is really simple to understand, but there's a lot of depth to the game after that. Once you've gotten past the initial, this is how you play, there's a lot of depth to it. Especially now that this set's come out, I think. This set it doesn't seem like it adds a lot, but it does. I think it adds a whole lot.
Yeah, I think it adds a lot. And like we said at the beginning, that yes, it was very defensive and the games went on really long. That's just in a vacuum. So that's just Siege as it is. Yes, it was a slow games. We now bring that into our current 2 other sets. I'm sure it's going to be quite different. It's still going to be the same sort of speed that we're familiar with.
Yep.
Then there's going to be a lot of new tools.
I think it's just going to be exploration for the next couple of weeks, right? People are just going to be trying to, like, especially with the black pips, it's going to be, how many should we be playing? Like, should we be playing
a little
6?
like it was with whites in the first place,
and blanks as well. Like people are still debating that the whole blank. Like, should I play 6 in an aggro deck, or should I play 3, or should I play none? Like,
what's the balance?
Yeah, it's still it's an unanswerable question because it's personal taste. I think for most
and it depends on it depends on the deck build and personal taste.
There's too many variables for there to be like a specific. This is the correct answer. So, but that's good. I think that's a really good thing.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know if there's anything else you guys want to wrap up with Wave 3
about
impressions, but
yeah, everything else we wanted to talk about for the opening of the for this episode.
Yeah.
Something I do want to say before we wrap up is that if you are listening and you do want to take part in events, ourselves in Brighton at Dice Saloon will be running a constructed event on the 13th. This will be the first event in which we'll be using the sideboard rules.
Exciting.
And I know I have no idea what I'm going to do, but I'm excited.
I have ideas, but I need to decide on a deck.
So, yeah, that's the first step. Decide on a deck. Second step, build a sideboard.
I haven't got enough,
sideboards
copies
aren't
of all the cards.
100% necessary, so
no, this is true.
You can still have your 40 and you'll be fine.
Yep.
Then it'll also be the first event in which we'll be starting to award the gold foil promo character cards.
Also exciting.
Indeed.
Shiny foil things.
Super shiny cards. So that's the 13th of July, Saturday, at Dice Saloon in Brighton. If you're available and fancy the travel, please come down. More than welcome. And win some shiny prizes.
Yeah, and if you need any more information on how to get there or anything, just give us any of us a shout in the Facebook groups.
Shoot us a message Dice Saloon, any of us. Yeah, it'd be fine. And I think Kevin also has an event planned.
We do. In an effort to combine the little South Coast player groups, I will endeavour to have a Southampton event on the Sunday following a Brighton tournament when I can. So Yes, ours will be on the 14th, Sunday the 14th. Again, much the same as in Brighton. It will be the first event in Southampton with a sideboard. It will be the first event where we'll be giving out promos. So by all means, come and get your Flame Wars and your Bumblebees. I appreciate I will probably be left with a lot of but that will be at Board in the City in Southampton. It is a board game cafe which is non-for-profit, so please come down and support them. The volunteers and owners are fantastic people, and they're doing a lot for the community as well. It's a great hub for local gamers and non-gamers alike.
Yeah,
so that's
I've
where we
been there before. It's really nice.
Yeah, that's where we host our events. And yet, 14th, come on down. I'm hoping if I can get minimum 10 players to have a super special.
Ooh.
Oh.
Needs confirmed numbers. So I will be posting the event up either later this evening. It's a bit late now, so probably tomorrow.
Yeah.
You can confirm on that event. If I can see enough numbers, I will endeavour to get a super special prize.
Nice.
Awesome. That sounds exciting.
Champions.
Well, I can fit at least 3 or 4 people in my car, so
Excellent.
Sounds like a road
I've got
trip.
no excuse.
yeah. And my car's
Cool.
really cheap on petrol, so
That really helps.
It's
If
not
I
too
can get
bad.
the time off, I'll make the
It's
effort
not
to
too
come
bad
down.
on the old train. Like I say, I make the trip down every now and then to Brighton, and hour and
Yeah.
a half on the train. Not so bad.
I used to drive
I've
to
done
Portsmouth
before,
all the
it's not too
time,
bad.
so I don't mind driving that far. It's fine.
Yeah. So that's so we've done our plugs. Excellent.
Yeah, I don't have
Yeah.
anything to plug at the moment, apart from just keep an eye out on the YouTube. The name, if the channel is going to be changing, but the address is still going to be the same. And yeah, we're just going to have more gameplay coming soon with Wave 3. And
Yep.
hopefully we're going to be recording some games with sideboard testing as well, because I know people are going to be interested in seeing exactly how that works, because I don't think we have seen it on film yet. I don't think anybody's actually filmed the process of what happens in between a round, where like the person who wins has to sideboard first and then present their team, and then the whole process of it. So I want to go through that and explain it to people.
Yeah,
That
kind of want to
is
do it in
very
slow
relevant.
motion.
The
Yeah.
having to do your sideboarding first.
Yeah, and then you
Yeah.
have to present your
If you-
team.
if
You have
as
to
the
show them
winner,
your characters
yeah.
and be like, "This is my team," and then that affects their changes. So
Do you have to reveal how many?
no, you don't have to tell them how many cards.
Excellent.
Yeah,
How many cards? What? Sorry.
how many cards you changed in your. In your
You do
deck.
have to. You do have to show what you've shown them, what you've changed.
You don't have to show them the cards you've changed. You just have to show them your characters if you change your characters.
The ones you add in. No. Oh, okay.
No, because otherwise they're going to know what you've.
Yeah,
That just completely.
It's more. Do they have? You wouldn't reveal any information other than.
Like they can
Okay,
obviously
fair
watch you sideboard and be like, "Oh, I think I saw him put in 6 cards," but they can't.
Sure. Okay.
And if they ask you, you can answer them if you want to answer them, but you don't have to answer them. I don't think, as far as I'm aware.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'll look into that a little bit more. But yeah,
Because
that sounds
otherwise,
interesting.
it kind of like gives away the strategy of what you've just done, right?
Yeah. No. For sure. Yeah.
I could be wrong on that, but I think that's what it is.
How many cards did you sideboard? Some.
Yeah.
Excellent. Moving on.
A number between 1 and 10, or 0 and 10.
Yep.
Because obviously you can.
Oh, the old-
you don't have to take any out either, because you could just add in 3 and not take any out. So.
I guess if
really?
you really wanted to.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's still got to be a legal deck, but 40
Yeah.
is the minimum.
Yeah,
so
it's only a minimum.
You
Yeah,
can go over if you want.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I haven't played a game with a sideboard for so long, but I'm fairly sure in Yu-Gi-Oh you had to take out the same number you put in.
I think they have answered this in one of the roundups. I can't remember what the answer is, but I think they just said that it doesn't matter how many you change as long as you have a legal deck when you present your deck.
Excellent.
Awesome. Well, I think that about wraps up everything we wanted to say. So
Yep.
I think
Yeah.
that's going to be goodbyes from us.
Yes. Thank you for listening to the first episode of the reboot.
Yeah.
Thanks very much, everyone.
appreciated. Thanks, guys.
That's a bye from me.
And it's a bye from me.
Take it easy, guys.